Oh, wait.
All right, let's do our stuff. An airplane. Yes.
You can't skirt.
An airplane is flying at an altitude of 6,000 meters over the ocean, directly toward a coastline. At
A certain time.
At a certain time, the angle of depression to the coastline from the airplane is 14 degrees. How much farther
To the nearest.
to the nearest kilometer does the airplane have to fly before it is directly above the coastline? Okay, so you got the ocean. Here's the ocean. Here's a shark in the ocean.
Why are we doing a shark?
I don't know. Why not?
Why can't we do a dolphin or a whale?
Listen, you like my shark?
That's me. Jackie, can you stop? No, I cannot.
So, we've got a coast. So here's the beach.
Hello.
Here's the beach.
Miss Smith,
Yes,
do you
ma'am.
remember Miss, when we were putting books in the lockers? Remember when she cleared in her room? You might want to ask her if she has a textbook, a teacher edition.
I did not know she put books in lockers.
She was allegedly going to, I know she asked the RC for the combinations for some, you might want to ask her.
Don't mind my ugly looking seashell. Yes, that's a seashell. Let it go.
I thought it was a
Let it go.
I thought it was
I thought it was a monkey. I thought it was a link. I thought it was
Go.
Y'all trying to dismiss her, right?
Seriously.
Perhaps.
Here's my airplane.
Is it a, oh, I thought that was supposed to be.
There's my airplane. Okay. Okay. So, what do we know right now? What can I fill in?
6,000.
The altitude, 6,000 meters. So that's the height. Hey, let it go. Nobody said it was accurate. Whoops, that's meters. My bad.
Kathy asked a question.
Altitude is height.
Does it
Altitude
matter when
is
you put the
height.
arrow? Does it matter when you put the arrow?
Where I put the arrow?
I mean, not the arrow, the line.
No. It doesn't matter where you put the line. It just needs to be your line that goes up and down. Okay. It says the angle of depression. The angle of depression.
Depression is sad.
That's coming from the ceiling down. That's sad face. Oh. Okay. What do we also know about the angle of depression, though? It's the same as the
Angle of
angle of elevation. So I can also put it down here and make it the angle of elevation. It's the same thing. Doesn't matter. Remember, they are inside parallel lines on the opposite sides of my transversal. So they are alternate interior angles, which makes them equal. Okay, they want to know how much farther to the nearest kilometer does the airplane have to fly before it's directly above the coastline? What am I trying to find? Think about it.
wait, does the air how much farther?
How much farther to
The leg, the other leg.
We are trying to find the leg. We're trying to find how much farther do we have to go before it's right here above this coastline. So we're trying to find this other leg. So, reference angle, opposite and adjacent, which means I'm using tangent. Tangent of my angle is what over what? 6,000 over x. So to solve, I'm actually going to divide. He said divide. So 6,000 divided by the tangent of 14. What must you check first?
This is in a degree, right?
Make sure that no one has cleared your calculator. calculator out. Because anybody that hits second plus 712, put your calculator back into radian mode.
It is
Every time. Yes.
It's 24,064.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
24,064.7.
Point seven.
Yep.
Okay, what is this in?
Kilometers.
Meters.
This is in meters. I want it in kilometers.
Oh my god.
How do I go from meters to kilometers?
There is 1,763 kilometers in a meter.
On the test,
How many kilometers?
and they ask you something like this. How are you supposed to know?
They'll probably tell you.
Majority of the time when they want you to switch between stuff like that, they will give you like there's
So will
5,280
there be a
feet.
question on there that does not?
Jackie, stop doing it.
However, this should actually be known.
Don't you like?
Do you remember? So-
0.00.
Kilometer, what is it?
King
Don't you look at
King Harry
died
by drinking chocolate milk.
Oh, I guess I just didn't learn that.
Yeah,
I think
King Henry died by
drinking chocolate.
drinking chocolate milk. So
Well,
right
you
now,
might have been taught like a different way.
definitely.
so right now we're at meters. So we're at your B. That's your base. Meter is your base. I need to go to kilometers. So I'm going 1, 2, 3 spaces up. So this goes 1, 2, 3 spaces over. So this is 24.1
Kilometers.
kilometers.
Wow, that's so cool. Hold up, let me write that. King
Henry died by drinking chocolate milk. I remember that one. I was so sad though when they decided Pluto was no longer a planet because I'm like, my very excellent mother just served us 9. 9 no more pizza.
Yes.
Oh my, the planets? Y'all never learned that?
No.
No.
It was my very easy word.
I thought it was like
Very easy word. Just-
my intelligent
My
mother
very excellent
just served us
mother
nachos or
Just
something like that.
served us 9
is it?
pizzas.
Oh, we just
Mercury,
ended it.
Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, Pluto.
Oh, we
I
said
was
my
nachos.
very intelligent mom just served us nachos.
Yeah.
That's what it
You
was.
shorthanded.
But intelligence also
That's how it used to be when Pluto was still there, but now
We said
don't have
intelligent
pizzas.
like that.
It's so sad.
That's how we remember
But
it.
intelligence spells not.
You know what?
My vagina eats my jeans.
I'm just trying to figure out
Like, we recorded.
Woo! All right. From a horizontal distance of 80 meters, the angle of elevation to the top of a flagpole is 18 degrees. Calculate the height of the flagpole to the nearest tenth of a meter. So I've got a flagpole. Breathe, Tay. Look, that's pretty good.
Not really.
Who even comes up with that?
Shut up.
Why your flag look
Let my flagpole alone.
Okay.
Let it alone.
What's the big short for? Okay, never mind. Talk about it.
The flagpoles all have a. Oh, shut up. I hate you all.
No, you
We're
don't.
no longer friends.
Yes, we are.
We were, yeah, I know because we're best friends.
Miss Smith.
Mega.
Miss Smith, you didn't hear Emma. She said, "Who want to be friends with you anyway?"
Oh, you should have thrown that here. Throw that here, Miss Smith. Hey, you I'm Y'all terrible.
All right. Okay. Let's fill this out. Where does 80 go?
The bottom.
The bottom. Horizontal distance goes from left to right. So that means this is 80.0 meters.
You have to put a point zero.
You don't really. Okay.
I don't know. No, it's an angle.
It says your angle of elevation.
That's happy.
So that means it has to be an angle inside the triangle, okay? And because it's the angle of elevation, it's from the ground up.
It'll be on the bottom.
So it's this bottom one.
Inside of the top. Wait, no. Can we? Wait, now? It will be kept like that.
Okay. Calculate the height of the flagpole to the nearest tenth of a meter.
The end.
This. I want to know how tall my flagpole is.
Okay, so we're gonna use tangents.
So we're going to use tangent again. Tangent of 18 is
X over 80.
x over 80. So this time we
Multiply.
multiply.
How is it X over 80? How is it? Because opposite and adjacent. It is 25. It's 26.
It's 26.0. You have to put 0.0 or it will count out.
That's bull. You're bull. Oh no.
26.0
Meters.
meters.
Wait, so Miss Smith,
Yes.
if it's one of those questions where it's like, where like the answer boxes is like the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, where you would have to do like write it out the right way, would you still have to put the 0.0?
You would definitely have to put the 0.0 because it says nearest 10. However, you don't have any of those on your test.
Okay.
It's all
Yes!
multiple choice.
Oh, I hated those. I never
You
knew
will
if
not
I was supposed to
see-
answer or not.
You will not see those again until math 3 because it's an EOC.
Once we gotta fill the number and go down under a bubble.
Which one you guys see is the one that we're taking?
So the school gets more funding
Shut up.
for the EOC,
So the school gets funding from us being smart.
for us doing our job.
Oh, that's ridiculous.
Yes.
Yo, gotta get smart. You got to attention.
Okay, you just gotta pass.
Period. So we don't gotta figure out the other angle.
But if you know that this one's 90 and this one's 18, this one has to be.
25. 72, yeah.
Okay. We've got a ladder and a wall. All right, I need a wall.
The angle doesn't help you, right? 'Cause you have to figure out the side.
Right.
Here you go draw it again.
Here I go drawing again.
Oh, she gonna try her hardest this time. Oh, this
is
is how she tried her hardest last time. She didn't try hard. Oh.
Let it go.
She should have tried harder.
Okay. I got a ladder.
You do? It's a ladder? Oh.
I am not Miss Thompson. I am not an art teacher. Okay? Let it go.
We can tell.
I barely passed middle school art.
We see.
Right. 'Cause
It shows.
they put a bowl of fruit on the table and they said, draw this, and I was like, circle. Apple.
Bye.
This moon looking thing, that's a banana.
I'm sweet.
I would
I
have
feel like bright labels.
You get some little ovals. Those are some grapes.
I would have traced
Dark
all
racial circle.
throughout that class.
Okay. No, if you get the green ones, they're oval.
The purple ones are almost too.
Depends on which ones you get. They do have some round ones. Let it go. All right. So
The round ones are
here's my picture. We need to figure out where all these numbers go. 9.0.
That's the hypotenuse.
That's your hypotenuse. That's my ladder. Okay.
Oh, never mind.
The bottom of the ladder is 1.5 feet. So yes, that's my bottom leg. Determine the measure of the angle between the ladder and the ground. So I'm looking for this.
You're really like stuff at do inverse.
Okay. So Harley just said I'm going to need the inverse because I'm trying to find an angle. What inverse am I using though?
You're using cosine.
Cosine. How do I know I'm using
Because
cosine?
it's hypotenuse and adjacent.
This is my hypotenuse. This is my adjacent. So I'm using the inverse cosine because I'm trying to find an angle. Whoops, not equals. I have to use the inverse to find an angle. What goes on top? 1.5 on top over 9. You said 80.4?
Wait, what was you do the inverse again? How do we do that? second and then. Oh, we leave it
Second
like that. I
proton.
forgot we leave it like that. Okay.
Second proton.
I know that, but I'm talking about the fraction. We leave it as fraction. Miss
For the nearest degree, no, I'm sorry. This one says nearest degree. It should just be 80.
Can you put it up there into a bonus song?
It should just be 80. Be careful. It says nearest degree. So be careful on your rounding. Pay attention to what they're asking you to round it to. Okay, so the 4 does not move that 0 to a 1. It stays at 80. So if that's 80, what's my other angle that we don't know?
Make it at least good.
Oh.
10. Why?
Because 80 plus 90 is 170.
And you need,
180.
oh, geniuses.
Oh, Yo,
Wait,
that's
what?
slow.
Sorry,
Oh, God,
wait.
it's slow.
80,
Oh,
and then you got this because it's 90, right?
Right. So that's 170 altogether.
And then that.
And that has to be 10 because the whole thing has to be 180.
Oh, okay.
Okay? All right? Angle of elevation of the sun. So we've got the sun.
This is the only thing that's gonna look right.
Not even that.
Let it go.
My paper. I better start.
Look, I can draw a sun.
Hey, that's a
I'm done. Get it out.
I thought it was an orange squeezed out fruit. No, I thought it was.
I'm
I thought
done
it
with
was
both of
just
you.
like a compass. It looks like a compass, right? Just like that.
Get out.
Okay, that was.
No,
That's
no.
I can't say anything because we're recording, so I'm just.
Yeah, I was gonna say something. Yeah, I gotta go.
When a tree casts.
So a tree is casting a shadow. You ready? Here's my tree.
Oh, please look at me. Oh, please. Let's pick on this one. It actually looks good. Why are you being lopsided? It looks. I'm sorry, but it is lopsided. Yo, what kind of weather and erosion happened to that tree? Wait, what's in the middle? Is that the tire? That's the hole in the tree. The tire was a tire.
You got Miss Smith on something. She finna kill you. She over here looking at this paper like this bitch.
I'm gonna be the closest one to a recording. Talking about
Not me.
Okay,
get rid of that.
so
Let's start over. Let's start the recording over.
how about we stop making fun of Miss Smith's drawings and concentrate?
You're good at drawing triangles.
You are very good at
No, the
Thank
triangles.
Okay, so the angle of elevation is 68 degrees. Where does that go?
the one at the top.
You remember my triangle?
Angle of elevation. No, because now we're just being silly. It was funny, and now we're just getting off track and being silly, and it's driving me nuts.
It's 14.3 on the bottom.
So, the shadow is 14.4 meters long. So, yes, ma'am, that goes along the bottom.
14.3.
How tall is the tree?
The other leg.
So, I'm finding the other leg. Okay, I'm finding the other leg.
So
We have the
Adjacent and
adjacent and the opposite.
opposite. So,
Tangent. Okay, what goes on top?
X. So we're multiplying.
So we're multiplying. So x equals 14.3 times the tangent of 68.
And it's 35.4.
35.4 meters.
Can you tell us what's supposed to be on the exam?
Can I tell you what?
I have a question.
Absolutely.
I have a question. How do you spell meters? M-E-T-E-R-E-S. That's meters. That says meter. Ask
Sorry,
her.
healthy Europeans.
It's how what?
It's healthy Europeans.
Oh. Meter.
Yes. John has a question.
We go back to that problem.
Absolutely, John.
You guys want tacos together? No.
But
No.
this problem, for one thing,
He gave me tacos the other day at lunch,
it
guys.
says it casts a shadow of 14.3 inches long.
Uh-huh.
But the sun is on the other side of the tree, but the shadow is being casted towards.
Oh, listen.
We're gonna put the 30
Don't do that.
Noodle residue.
Right.
I just watched my.
Oh my God.
Good job.
Okay, and here's my son over here.
So my picture.
You better now?
That makes so much more.
You're welcome. Anything for you, sir.
I think it is. Flip it.
Y'all listen so. Yeah, now you gotta flip the triangle.
Bite me.
I mean, you bet.
I mean, oh my
I just
goodness.
want to talk to you about a wheelchair ramp.
Grab it up.
Okay, we got a wheelchair ramp.
Cat daddy.
You terrible. Ball catch. Okay, ball.
Okay, so this ramp is going up to a door. So I'm gonna put a door at the top.
Oh, Lord.
What happened to my sticker?
Here we go. Why does the people say? Now, Miss Smith, why is the doorknob so low? Who gonna open it? Y'all shut up.
I'm done with you all.
Did you say borrow?
Shit.
What is the door say?
I hate you all. Let me tell you, if you all don't pass this final,
She gonna kill you. Period. That's it.
We're gonna
I love
fail.
y'all. That's not a card, it's a promise.
I'm gonna remember it. I'm gonna remember it. Draw the
Okay.
triangle because Miss Smith said drop. Yeah.
Okay. Wheelchair ramp is 4.2 meters long. Where does that go?
The hypotenuse.
The hypotenuse.
Cause it's going.
Your ramp is what goes from the bottom to the door. It rises 0.7 meters.
The end over here.
The end over here.
The leg that's under the floating door.
What is the angle of inclination?
The angle on the end.
The angle at the bottom. Okay, this is the same thing as the angle of elevation. Okay, it's inclining, so it's going up. Okay, so I need to use what?
Double sign.
Sine.
Inverse
This
sign.
time I've got opposite and hypotenuse, and I'm looking for an angle, so I need to use the inverse sign. 0.7 over 4.2.
It's 9.
It's nearest degree, so 9.6 is actually 10 degrees. Okay.
Wait, I was.
Carrots.
Oh, we have to go. Kinley, it wasn't even that much to write. Jackie, she was writing. She was talking. Why does his arms look like that?
Oh my God.
Shut up.
Shut up, Emma. Right.
It only got one arm. Yeah, that is a tight Can y'all draw it together? I think so. Shut the freak up.
Yes.
Love you. No, I'm just playing, y'all.
Okay.
Stick man.
So,
I don't know.
the stick man.
Needs help.
Here. Hold on. I got you.
Did you
Hold
for
on,
real?
Hold on. We need some.
I don't think you can do that. Stop laughing.
A ponytail?
It's Bobo. Look, it's Bobo with his man bun.
I'm gonna get
You gotta
Bobo.
draw some boo-boos out his butt.
Bobo is flying a kite.
Please draw some shoes if it's gonna be Bobo.
They gotta be long.
They got some really cool, please.
Really long shoes.
Really long shoes.
That's the only way to complete it.
Really long shoes. Bobo. All right. So it says we have 176 meters of string. Where does that go? The string
Don't bring
makes
that
an angle of 27 degrees with the ground. Bottom angle. How high is the kite? Which one? The one going up. That one. Okay, so we said sine 27 x over 176. So we multiply. So what does x equal?
Let me do it.
80.0.
You just got about 8 different answers.
It says nearest meter, so we're looking for a whole number.
80.
80 meters. Okay? Because hold up. We did question 1. There's a second question.
Now we gotta do the,
How far away is the kite horizontally? So now I need to do this one. So instead of sine, we're using cosine.
27 equals x over 76.
So again, we're multiplying. So 157.
Point.
It's not 4 kilometers.
Okay, so what you just found is your kite is 157 meters that way. And then it's 80 meters up in the air. Okay, so you had to find both sides for this one.
And guess what? This is how you check it because the bigger side is already the hypotenuse.
Ooh. Cha-ching.